Yo, 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 what's going on, beautiful people? D-Lo Brands back for another stream. So, the first thing that we're going to do is set up our Claude Cowork agent. I have recently started using Claude Cowork. So, I set it up for one of my projects, but I want to set it up on stream because there are some vital things that I've been encountering about how to set this up properly, and some things you should look out for, some things that you should make sure that you have. So we're going to do that. We are probably going to automate one or two processes in that, and we are also going to set up a LLM expert. Okay, stick with me. This is something that if you want specific knowledge on any particular topic, you are going to be able to really get some dialed in responses, and it's basically going to be an expert on whatever you want it to be an expert on. We're also going to combine two projects that I've been working on. So my business website and a kind of like micro SaaS, a free lead magnet micro SaaS that I'm going to combine into my website. So we're going to try to do that. We're also going to deploy a mini max or a max claw mini max agent, which is open claw agent on mini max, and we're going to go through that, see how it goes. And I'm gonna hang out with you guys. That's always a fun time. So let's get into it. So like I said, I just really started using Claude Cowork, and I'm gonna be honest. This has been absolutely amazing. Um, let me see. Let's just go over here. So this is a scheduled task today. So okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. This is what my first venture that I set up, and we're about to go through this whole thing because I'm about to set up Claude Cowork to help me with AI Educate. Okay, so there's a lot of things that need to happen with AI Educate, and I'm gonna get Claude Cowork to do it. And it's very important how you set up the workspace. So this is the prompt that I used to set this up, or at least start it. We are starting a new working relationship. You are going to begin helping me run and grow TVA. Look through the current folder. Once we pass the next steps that I'm going to go through, we are going to create a series of folders that are going to allow our agent to have perfect context every single time, and give it some intentions about our actual duties for it, so it's in the right mindset, and just start off there. So what we're going to do is go to new task, and I'm going to assume that you guys use Claude Cowork, because I feel like I'm late to the party. I feel like I definitely um, could have been here sooner. So that is something that I'm solving right now. So right here, this is the interface. Now if you have a paid plan, okay, you have the chat, you have Cowork, and then you have code. And I absolutely love this. I feel like Claude is winning right now. But this is the interface for projects, and we're just gonna make this, max size. Or should we not? Yeah, let's not. Okay. So you can click this right here and you can choose a folder. And inside of my projects, you see this TVA 2026, which is one of my projects. And then we can go down here and click create new project. Okay. So what we're going to do is use an existing folder. Okay. You can also import a project from chat. Okay. From the Claude chat, if we go out of here, if we go here, we have projects over here. Okay. Some people have more projects. I have an AI Educate project right here, but it's not, it's nothing. It's literally nothing right now. So we're gonna build it out here. So we're gonna go here, create new project, use an existing folder, and we're gonna select the folder. So I created a new folder for TVA specifically for my AI agents to be able to use and get context and change things separate from my actual database, because there are things that I want to keep very secure and things that I want to keep less secure. Like if you find my logos, you can have my logos. Actually, I hope you have my logos so that you can tell everybody about my business. But this is the folder, and this is the um layout. So really quick, what we're gonna do is go in here. We're going to go Educate 2026, and we're going to go open. Okay. Right here, we're not going to do this yet because we need to do a few other things. And this is going to be a really great setup for anybody that has a business right now. You need to pay attention. Pay attention. If you haven't been taking care of your business, now you are going to want to, because this is where it becomes very, very useful. So we have this. We can add some files, but we don't need to add any files because all of our files are in here. Okay. Memory is on, blah, 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 create. So bam, this is our new project. We can set up some instructions, all types of stuff. What we want to do, since I'm assuming that all of us have an existing business, we have some documentation, we already have some stuff, it may be scattered or whatever. We've been using AI for some time. There's some methods that we can use to set up this project that is going to be much faster and much more efficient than, say, somebody that's starting a new company. So what I'm going to do is get, this is the Educate folder, and I'm also going to open a new Finder window, and I'm like just letting you guys in my files. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. Okay, so I guess I set up the project already. So what I'm gonna do is archive this and use an existing folder. I forgot that I made that this morning. Go here. Let's go Educate 2026 from yesterday. You know, it really doesn't have anything inside of it, honestly. You know what? Just move the trash. Just move the trash. We're good. We're gonna do it here. So I'm going to open up one Finder window with my original files for my business, and then I'm going to open up a new Finder window with the new file. So we're going to go here. We're going to pin this to the sidebar, and we have it here. So now we have two little windows for our files open. And what I'm going to do here, since we have previous data, we are going to be able to really extract what we need and leave what we don't need from this specific database. What's going on, your daily dev? How you doing, man? Or girl? I don't know. But yeah, right now we're just setting up a new project, a new database, a new project for Claude Cowork to help me on. And so we are going to embed, or we're going to also open a new Finder because we want to make sure that we get the proper file structure. And we're just going to create these new folders. So it's going to be Educate docs. We're going to do Educate skills. We're gonna do Educate website. I'm good, bro. Man, that's great, man. I appreciate you for being here, stopping through. Are you working on anything right now? Are you daily deving anything right now? Hey, man, I know the daily grind. Let's go Educate logos. Let's go Educate branding. Okay, and we can have these sorted by name, and we can do legacy assets, because the reason why you want to include your legacy assets is because your old assets mean something when you're like, trying to get your actual idea out of your head. You can say, hey, we used to do this thing last year, it's inside of our legacy assets, see if you can find it. And that's very cool to do it. And it may be, a brand style that you guys don't use anymore, or a copy style guide that's outdated, or a brand genome, because I'm gonna put our business plan in here, but that's outdated. So we are going to begin putting stuff in here. We are going to copy things. So this is going to go inside of Educate branding. We have our roadmap. So that's going to go inside of docs. We have some assets. So 20 members, 30 members. If you guys don't know, Educate hit 30 members. Okay. And we're actually at 36 members. If you guys see right here, we're actually at 36 members. So shout out to everybody that has joined the Educate AI Lab. It is absolutely amazing. We've been adding so many new resources, like a ton. Like these Claude skills are going crazy. My agents are powerful. Okay. And I put those skills there, but that's besides the point. We are going to get back to our folders. So we have these assets, and we can get this, put it Educate website. We have programs. These are going to go inside of docs, and we also have resources / docs, which we can just get this and copy this in there. And then currently I'm working on an autonomous agent assistant similar to OpenCloud, but a desktop app version. Very, very nice. One of the things that I want to do next is to create a Mac OS app. I haven't created like a Mac OS application with vibe coding. So I love hearing that you're building that, and best of luck with it. I would love to hear more about it. Keep track. So that's you saying this is awesome. That's awesome. Shout out to everybody that's building. Like I really love to hear people are utilizing these tools and going into this space and going deeper and deeper. Is powerful. So bam. I don't know why that thing is taking so long, but we have more documents down here. Let's do the logos really quick. So bam, bam, bam. We have dark, we have word mark, we have icon black and white. Do we have anything else? Blue, white, yeah. So we're basically putting everything that our agent will need to do his job that we want it to do inside of all of these things, inside of all of these folders. And so we're gonna put legacy assets. These are posts. So these are like legacy posts. We don't really care about them too much. A lot of stuff I'm gonna just leave out. I mean, the daily stream. This is gonna go in. Should we put this in like digital assets, or should we just put it in branding? Honestly, we could just put it in branding. SMB AI guide, Educate white, logo animation. Yeah, we definitely need that. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Because now I think we're at a point where we can get our agent to help us build out more stuff. It's an exciting journey, get stressful, but it's coming together pretty well. Yeah, it does get stressful. Give myself max law. Oh man, we're gonna get into it. I'm going to, man. I'm so thankful to. I think the company is pronounced Hallelujah or Hallelo, but Minimax, shout out to them over there. They actually gave me a free plan, and we're gonna test it out. They gave me a bunch of credit, so I'm gonna test it out for you on the stream. But okay, so we have our folders. Now this is our workspace for our agent. And the cool thing that I found out about Claude Cowork that you guys have probably already known is that I can literally have different workspaces for Claude Cowork to work on. So in this, we have all of this stuff. What's in this? Let's get this out of here. Are we missing anything? We need, I'm pretty sure our brand genome has everything right now. Okay, cool. All right, so and now what we're gonna do is take that same like starter prompt that we had for the first one, and we're going to go to projects, educate 2026, always allow. Put this grow for educate. Look through your current folder. A few ideas. Keeping track of streams and content. Automate new video announcement. I really want to automate that. Automate daily AI reports. I want you to tell me Agent Martin, we will set up those this time, but let's take this out of here. Delegate different tasks. I don't really care to make it delegate different tasks. So boom. We're gonna send this, and now what it's gonna do is analyze all of the stuff in this workspace. And the thing about the instructions, the reason why we didn't want to do it for the project, so we can do it, I believe, for the project, and then we can do it for the specific instructions working in that specific session. So we want the co-work agent to make those instructions itself, because I could use Manus. I could bring up Manus and I can say, hey, I want you to export everything you know about AIGK, blah, 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 all this stuff. But the kind of reason why I'm switching to co-work is because I want to consolidate. I want to reorganize and get in a streamlined, working fashion. So boom. Good. I've read through everything. Bam. YouTube as the main acquisition channel, blah blah blah. YouTube pipeline for daily AI reports. All right, cool. So it has looked through this stuff. Um it saw the roadmap and likely already passed. Should have been already passed. Okay, cool. So the first thing that we're gonna do is automate the daily AI reports, and this is a very light one, but it is going to be vital for what we're talking about today, because we're gonna get into scheduled tasks and we're gonna get into customize and ideas and things of that nature. So what we're gonna do is let's work on getting the daily AI reports scheduled first, but I want this to be in a specific type of way. I want this to be distilled information that my specific community will actually want to hear, or that I will want to hear. And remember that my audience is non-technical and that we want things explained in simpler terms. So keep that in mind. And I want you to actually figure out some of the best places or underground places to find information. If you have to find some on Substack, or if you have to find some other ones that don't have a sign in, then find those as well. But I want them to be the best possible sources for you to look through on a daily basis. Okay. So we're going to submit that. And kind of what I did with my other one is I used one chat for giving it all of the context that I wanted to have. So in this one, I said, bam, this is all the stuff that we want to do. We're starting from scratch. Okay, you need this to build out this, get that. You need this connection, you need this, different stuff, different stuff. And I hope you guys did not use those links because you can't access it. But it's also it's just in this chat where I'm giving it all the context, and I gave it the TVA outreach skill, which we are working through that right now because for some reason, if you attach a dot skill inside of um, Claude Cowork, it can't open it, it can't extract it, it can't do anything with it. So then we open a new chat, and I gave it the LinkedIn skill so it can start that, set up that schedule. Then we went ahead and um, talked about something else. So every single chat, I'm pretty much um using it for a new topic. What model provider do you usually like to choose for MaxClaw? Um, I haven't even used MaxClaw, but for OpenClaw, the provider that I use right now is OpenAI, only because I have their subscription. And if you watch one of my previous videos, you got 2 months of the team plan for free. So you got basically quadruple usage, and I've been using that on OpenClaw. But I've also, what my setup would probably be at this point in time, if I was using it daily, which I don't use it every single day anymore, I would go Kimmy K 2.5 for like daily chats. I would go no, just GPT 5.4. Nah, GPT 5.4. I was using 5.3 codecs, which I really liked for OpenClaw, but 5.4 has been doing fine. I was thinking about doing a segment in this stream today where I was going to basically show how I have I have my OpenClaw agent talking to my Hermes agent like all the time. Like they can talk whenever they want to through like a secure channel, and I can see all of their chats, and it's really really cool. But I just use 5.4. 5.4. So where should the AI email to me? Auto post both email to me, bro. Um, it should you should just you know what? Email it to me. Email it to me. Should I review it before it goes out, or should it fire automatically? Send it me first for approval. No, just sometimes I find out with these daily reports. But okay, so on the open call models, you can use any of the good models. If I could afford it, I would only use Opus 4.6. I would only use Opus 4.6, okay? Like that is just the best model for it. Like that's just what it is. Once you get into these lighter models and less capable models, like I would never use a haiku. Never use a haiku. Never use a haiku. Never use a nano. They're useless. They can't do anything. Um, yeah, that's not happening. But like a 5.4, a 5.2, a 5. Any model that's good at tool calling, has a large enough context window, has reasoning, like has a reasonable amount of latency, like they're good. It's way too expensive. Here's the thing. So I was gonna get to this later, but basically with this new um not new, but with this 2 months free of the team plan, I have access to 5.4 Pro. And if you didn't know, 5.4 Pro is expensive. Like this is expensive. 5.4 Pro. Bam, look at this. 100. Look at this, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 4.6, 5.4. Look at this. $30? $30? Are we serious? $30 per input, $180 per output. So I can only use it off of this basically free 2 months plan that I have, and I only have 1 month left. So this is a separate workspace. It's a business workspace, and it's way more powerful though. Like I gave it this huge job to do. I told it to analyze this business idea, and it went ahead and thought for 20 minutes, 20 minutes going through websites. Like it's good for those really, really long tasks. You see all of this? You see all of this? Like all of this right here? Like this is all of the stuff that it did. Like, and it came out with this report, and it's a very, very powerful model. Very, very powerful model. But it's just super expensive. I would never use Pro for anything like a OpenClaw, but a Opus 4.6 can do okay. It may take a little bit longer, but it can do okay. So right here, we're back on Cowork. And our scheduled task has come up right here. So daily AI briefing for David Logan is still for AI education, and we can look at the details right here. And your call, Kapow, still for web search, TLDR AI, BIM bytes, the algorithm bridge, include, exclude. So it wrote out its own schedule. And this is the way that you want to use like AI agents. Like you want them to have the context of what they're building out for themselves. Okay. So bam, here's your daily briefing, blah, blah, blah. Write this email, write the report. Is it gonna send the email to using the Gmail? Okay, so draft. It's just gonna draft. If it's just gonna draft, it might as well not even send it. Instead of a draft, can you send it? Let's see. Like I wanna do it. You know what? I don't even have that on here right now, so I'm gonna just leave it alone for now. But that's our first scheduled task. And scheduled task, if you use OpenClaw, they're basically just like cron jobs, but ChatGPT has scheduled tasks, Gemini has scheduled tasks, everybody has scheduled tasks. But doing it on Cowork, and especially on the pro plan, I've kind of learned that you have to have a cadence. So you can't have too many things going on at one given 5 hour window. So I may have a maximum of two like medium difficulty scheduled tasks um in the morning or per 5 hour window or something like that. I found like I've I've thought to I've began to think that that's a useful way to think about it. So did it report folder, create a new folder? Let's do this. We're gonna update that one really quick. I want it to actually send the email, not a draft, but I also want the actual. You know what? We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. We wanted to send an actual email. I have my Gmail connected, but I'm not so sure that it has send capabilities. I don't know if I put that on there, honestly. If I'm being completely honest. But I've been loving Claude Cowork so far. Like You got this scratch pad over here. You can see all of the files that it dealt with. They viewed, it wrote to stupid I mean different stuff. What am I talking about? Um MD files. Bam. Okay. Auto send via a different tool, one click drive kind of setup. Um, if I'm being honest, I don't want to give an AI agent send capabilities, only for the simple fact that it can confuse when I want it to create a draft and when I want it to send, and I would just have to be explicit all the time. But like, um, it's just gonna have to be a draft. Okay, it is. It's good. Okay, that's good how it is. Now I want you to kind of take a look at our YouTube and YouTube, youtube.com/@delo brands, and tell me about our content style. Let me see my usage because I don't want to run out. Okay, 21%. So we're gonna get it to look at our content style and look at transcripts to determine a script style. I then want you to compile this into a document. Oh no. Actually, we're not gonna do that first. Sometimes it's important the actual sequence that you put your prompts in. So first we're gonna say look at our YouTube and kind of just inspect it. Um right now we don't have any instructions. So I'll show you guys the instructions for this one. Inside of here, we have this photo contains blah blah blah. So we're gonna put this here. Working files for AI Educate. Uh Marketing, branding, core, everything that is never exposed, sensitive, educate data. Okay. So bam. Um allow for this. Allow all you know what? Allow all browser access. You know what I've been really experiencing? Like first of all, I leave AI agents open on my computer all the time with max access. And I also oh no. What are we doing? Hold on. Um where is this at? So it said YouTube is blocked. Blocked by your network ingress. Okay, so we gotta do like this. YouTube.com. At YouTube.com. Yes. Okay, cool. So now we go back there. Um Full control. Allow for this session. Is it gonna open my browser? I don't know. Okay. So It's not using my browser. It's using my computer. Okay. So this is new to me. I've never had an AI use my computer. Now that's crazy. Martin, my OpenClaw agent, uses his computer, but I've never had an AI agent use my computer. This is crazy. So it's supposed to go to YouTube. I'm guessing. Um, ran desktop is clear. All launch Chrome directly to the channel via Bash since I can't type into it. You can type into it. You can type into it. Okay, bam. So I'll navigate directly to the channel. This is like watching your son like playing his first basketball game. Like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna get it right? Like Chrome is read only and Claude and Chrome isn't connected. Let me try a YouTube front end. Also check the video. Let me try YouTube deal. Okay. It's having some trouble. All it really has to do right now is type in, go on the URL and type in at Delo Brands, or just open the actual URL like it opened YouTube. Like, pull video transcript. And this is a task like, oh, wow. Okay, so now it's using my terminal and it just brought up my terminal. I swear to God, it just brought up my terminal. It's kind of freaky to have like, because this is like a robot that, like, this isn't AT&T tech support that's controlling my computer. This is a robot. I don't know this robot. This robot doesn't know me. I hope this robot doesn't do anything bad to my computer, but I gave it full access. This is how this goes. Okay, something is up. So, okay. YouTube is fully blocked. What I can do right now, you actually have video files already. The full fundamental series and the 20-part faceless video creation. So YouTube content I can use it. No, they're not my YouTube content actually. No. You know what? We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and sign in over here. Let's go, Martin. I think that's it. Let me see. Real quick. Is it on? Okay. Let's go over here. Okay. And now, okay. So now it's on Martin's account, basically. Continue as Martin. Let me see. I wanna try this one more time. Try one more time to go to youtube.com/at Delo Brands and look at the videos. Just try one more time. I wanted to try one more time. If it doesn't work, then we will go ahead and move on to the next part of the stream because we do have a number of things to do and we're almost an hour in at this point. So, um, next thing that we're gonna do is gonna be pretty quick, but let's see, let's see. Okay, it's using my computer again. It's using my computer again. Using my computer again. All right. I have it up already. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to do anything except click one of these videos. Just click one. And shout out to everybody that's in the stream. If you guys could do me a favor, just like the stream. It does help me to, get in the algorithm more. We're trying to grow. We've been growing significantly and I appreciate you guys for that. But if you could leave a like on the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. So I don't know. It's not really seeming like it's working. Maybe Opus can do this, but it's not really working. Yeah. So bump that. So basically what we did this session is set up our Claude co-work environment. We moved some files in there and we got it to set up our first scheduled task. So if that was useful for you, definitely leave a like on the video and yeah, join the AIGK AI Lab community and let's get to it. Let's move on. So um I kind of want to talk a little bit about the things on the side here. So you got customize. You have different skills that you can have. So I have a few skills that are specific to my companies. We have connectors, so connections to do things with Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive, Zapier, all types of stuff. The thing with Zapier is I have it connected to Zapier MCP, so it has different permissions based on what I change it to. And we also have Claude and Chrome, and we also have plugins. So plugins, think of plugins like a batch of skills for you to have. So you can have a bunch of productivity skills. You'll get these 4 skills and you'll be able to, interact with these connectors better or whatever. But skills, connectors, and plugins are what is going to really supercharge your Claude Cowork agent. You are going to get all of the output from those things. So install one of them, check it out. We have the marketing one installed, and so we can open new chats and use slash commands. If we go to this new chat, we can go to TVA and we can say slash marketing, brand review, campaign plan, draft content, draft a Instagram post for a Q1 recap. So it's gonna go ahead and use the skill, read it, and based on the things that are inside of our workspace folder, it is going to set up a Q1 recap. And based on your company, it can like guess, okay, this is what they did, that is what they did, that's what they didn't do, whatever. And that's how you are gonna supercharge your agents. Now, where you see this brand genome right here, like this is a very important document. This is literally the holy grail document of your workspace. It's gonna keep everything on track, on a clear picture, on a tunnel vision. What should the Q it should be client, brand president, revenue pipeline, agency milestones, client projects. Yeah. Reflective and motivational and bold, reflective and elite. Yeah. So it asks you questions for you to be able to get a better output. And this is what I really do like about Claude. It gets that clarification much more often than say a ChatGPT. ChatGPT will get the clarification from you, but it you have to explicitly ask it to do that. What client work? Use placeholders. Um, any that you know of. Okay. And I actually had Manus create something. If we go to library, sponsorship strategy. Um, did I get man? No, 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 no. I got ChatGPT to build this. I got ChatGPT to build this. We were here. Actually, let me see. Oh, okay. Q1 is behind us. 3 months. So we see that this built out, a draft Instagram post. We didn't give it a lot of context, but this is how we move through wellness design, not just to look right, but to perform every deliverable. Very nice. Very nice. 3 months of deliberate work. This is very nice. So I'll probably be using this for our Q1 recap. That's probably going to come out on Monday or something like that. And that's just one. That's just one business use case for anybody using Claude Cowork.